आ गया हाँ स्टार्ट डियर स्टूडेंट्स टुडे we will explain Thomas Gray's poem Elegy written in country churchyard. In the earlier stanza of the famous elegy, Gray speaks of the leveling power of death. First, we read our stanza. Nor you, ye proud, impute to these the fault, if memory over their tomb no trophies raise, where through the long drawn aisle and freighted wall, the appealing anthem swells the note of praise. In the earlier stanza of the famous elegy, Gray speaks of the labeling power of death. All greatness, social influence, wealth, all fame and glory have ultimately to go to the same destination, that is death. In the present lines, he tries to convince the rich villagers that they should not feel proud of themselves for being of high birth and rich ancestry. So, in this stanza, he addresses rich villagers as proud people and convince them that they should not blame to the poor villagers. If their relations and friends have not erected monument in the honor of in their honor along the corridor of the church, because it is not their fault. In the same way, nobody has sung the song of honor for the poor villagers who are lying buried in their humble graves. But it is not their fault, so we should not blame them. In the next stanza, first we read, can storage urn or animated bust back to its mansion call the fleeting breath? Can honor's voice provoke the silent dust, or flattery soothe the dull cold ear of death? In this stanza, Gray says that poor villagers' graves have no monuments, neither inscription engraved on their graves, nor lifelike statue has been prepared by their relations. In this way, nobody has sung songs in their honor nor paid tribute. Through these examples, poet wants to make it clear that all the memorials in the form of urn or statue are futile. They are of no importance, because no ornamental monument, no statue, no beautiful urn preserving ashes cannot bring their dead bodies back to life. Likewise, songs of honor cannot put new life, nor words of flattery please them. It means all these things are futile. They are of no importance. Poet clears, if fortune had favored them, they would have become famous and popular like rich villagers, like rich persons. It does not mean that they did not have any talent. They could not become great because they remained hidden and obscure. Now the next stanza. Perhaps in this neglected spot is laid some heart once pregnant with celestial fire, Hence, the rod of empire might have swayed or waked to ecstasy the living lyre. In this stanza, our poet, who is champion of the poor, shows sympathy and clears out that poor villagers who are lying buried in their neglected graves. Neglected, he means graves which nobody cares to visit. He says some who are lying in their poor graves were inspired by lofty thoughts and feelings when they were alive, and others who could have been great emperor, yet some others who could have distinguished themselves as great musicians who could bring forth celestial music from their lyres, but they could not do so on account of unfavorable circumstances. So it is not their fault, and for this we should not blame them. We should show sympathy for the poor villagers. Thanks.